One of my favorite quotes that stuck with me throughout training and has stuck with me throughout opening a business and taking all of these risks is to feel like you can do anything, do the thing that scares you the most. And I just come back to that over and over again because it's so true. Every time I do something that is terrifying, every time I try a new pose that I might fall and bust my face in, every time I open a business or do something crazy, I come out feeling so powerful. I had always been like that nerdy kid. I always got picked last for all of the sports, and athletics were just never a thing that I was good at. And that was what kept me away from fitness and what kept me away from like being athletic is because I felt like there was a lot of judgment. In sports, you're competing against other people. If you go to a gym, a lot of times there's this mindset of like, oh, I need to lift heavier than that guy, or I need to do this, or what if they're staring at me and laughing at me? To me, that just keeps fitness away from the people who need it the most. So the second I was gonna try something physical like yoga, I immediately got nervous. But so then I made that plunge of going into a yoga studio, and I realized it was the first space, the first fitness space that I had ever been in where I didn't feel like anyone was looking at me. I didn't feel like anyone was gonna laugh at me if I fell. And from there, I started to see the anxiety going away. It has allowed me to break down all of these beliefs that I had about myself that just aren't true, and we all have them. I think every single person who walks through these doors has some sort of fear, some belief about themselves that is holding them back from being the best version of themselves they could possibly be. And I feel like through this practice, through showing up on your mat every single day, or even if it's just once a week, people start breaking down those walls. They start to see that they're capable of so much more than they give themselves credit for. And we see that in people. It's just a matter of making them see it in themselves. Anyone I know that does yoga says that it changed their life. So I was like, how cool would it be to share that with people, to maybe be the person who introduces someone to something that can completely change everything. We want to create a space where maybe someone who has never once done anything athletic or anything involving health and wellness in their life can come and be like, hey, this is new and I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna feel welcome. And I don't know, to me that's just really special, like allowing someone to do something they never thought they could. It's about making people feel good about who they are. Who they are is enough. That is the biggest thing that we run into, and that I see in people all the time, is this feeling of I'm not worthy, I'm not enough, I need to be more. And you see it as people come to this practice, as they show up on their mat, they start to realize, hey, I'm awesome. And everyone who walks in here is awesome. They just need to see it. That's all it is. You just have to open their eyes and make them realize it. And I think a big part of that is just giving people a place where they feel like they belong. When people feel accepted, when they feel welcome, they start to realize that they are loved, and then they start to love themselves. It's just a big cycle.